Okay, anong desisyon ng Section 8? Anong gusto niyo? Mauuna ang deadline ng problem set or mauuna ang deadline ng, final project?
Sir, yung sa option 1 nga po, mauna po ang sa deadline po ng problem set.
Mm.
And then yung sa option 2 po, mauna ang deadline po ng sa
Final
final project
project.
po. Wait
Mm.
lang po.
Ang sa AE, ang AE, class rep ng AE,
Yung option 1 na lang daw po,
mauuna ang
yung PSET po.
mauna ang problem set. Sige. Ang sa Section 8,
Wait lang po sir, nagkakapantay pa lang po sa botohan.
since 5 section kayong handle ko, o may isa na ang mauunang problem set. Majority ng sections 'yan, kung ano magiging desisyon ng majority ng sections. Dalian niyo, may klase pa tayo, hindi lang 'yan yung gagawin natin. Mag-decide na kayo, anong gusto niyo?
Sir, option 1 daw po.
Mauuna ang deadline ng
Problem set.
papel. Ng problem set.
Apo.
Sige. Okay, basta yung presentation natin magsa-start ng Monday. 'Yun, sige, proceed na tayo ng, discussion ng heat exchangers. Ang exam natin, yung nakita ko 4 na tanong, nasabi ko na, na-announce ko na naman yun sa GC ng class rep. Free force heat exchanger at radiation. Yung radiation ay i-discuss natin bukas. Na-discuss ko na sa AE yun kahapon. So, yun. Di-discuss natin ng face-to-face bukas yun ng Section 8. And for now, i-discuss natin yung calculation using the NTU method ng example number 3 at example number 4. Pa-open cam na yung gusto lang mag-participate, walang sapilitan. Sino lang yung unang 5 may pinakamaraming tamang sagot ha, at mauunang mag-send, sila yung ma-exempt ng problem set. Sige, saglit lang. Isa. Nino-note ko lang yung mga naka-off yung camera. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Sige, start tayo. Example 11.3. Example 11.3. Hot exhaust gases which enter a fin tube cross-flow heat exchanger at 300 degrees Celsius. So, i-drawing muna natin. Meron tayong cross-flow heat exchanger na fin tube. Let's say, yung fin tube natin ay ito. And cross-flow yan. So, meron tayong papasok dito, papasok dito, papasok dito. Yan. So, yan. Ito ang cross-flow heat exchanger natin. Fin tube. Yung hot exhaust gases natin enters at 300 degrees Celsius. Let's say dito yon, yung hot exhaust gases natin pumasok dito at 300 degrees Celsius. and lumabas ng 100 degrees Celsius. This is your hot fluid inlet, hot fluid outlet. Then since cross flow nga siya, perpendicular yung flow niya, this is used to heat pressurized water at a flow rate of 1 kilogram per second. So pumasok daw yung cold water at 1 kilogram per second. This is MC, 1 kilogram per second. Temperature niya is 35 degrees Celsius. And lumabas ng 125 degrees Celsius. The exhaust gas specific heat is approximately 1,000 joule per kilogram Kelvin. So ito daw, exhaust gas, yung hot fluid natin, may CP na 1,000 joule per kilogram Kelvin. And the overall heat transfer coefficient on the gas side surface area is 100 watts per square meter Kelvin. So binigay yung coefficient, overall heat transfer coefficient na U on the gas side, yung side ng hot surface natin, ng hot fluid natin, which is 100 watts per square meter Kelvin. We are asked to find the gas side surface area. Ano daw ang surface area nitong gas side? Itong dito sa part ng fin tube na ito at dito. Yung dumadaan dyan. Ano yung side surface area na yan? Using the NTU method. Using the NTU method. If you can check the parameters, kung i-check nyo yung parameters natin, di ba, pwede nating gamitan yan ng LMTD, ng log mean temperature difference. Bakit? Kasi established both inlet and outlet conditions ng fluids natin. Both fluids, merong inlet and outlet conditions. So, pwede tayo gumamit ng log mean temperature difference sa pag-a-analyze nito. But then again, since sabi sa tanong, ang gamitin daw natin is NTU method, so we stick with the NTU method. So, yan yung parameters natin. Assumptions natin. Assumptions natin ay constant properties. Hindi nababago ang mga specific heats natin. Constant yan. Kahit nagbago ang temperature, hindi mababago yung values na yan. Constant properties. What else? I-neglect natin ang radiation. Neglect natin radiation. I-neglect natin yung movement ng fluid. So that's your kinetic and potential energy. Neglect kinetic and energy and potential energy. Yung change nila. Yan, since moving yan, nagmo-move. So, i-neglect natin, hindi natin siya isosolve. And then next, we evaluate, we evaluate the properties. Properties. Ang properties natin, since meron na tayong given property ng hot fluid, yung CP ng hot fluid, ang kailangan ko ay property ng cold fluid. Cold fluid natin, we evaluate the mean temperature. That's 35 plus 125 plus all over 2 plus 273. So this is 5 plus 5, 10, carry 1, 5, 6, 160 plus 880 plus 273. 80 plus 273 is 353 Kelvin. Give me the specific heat of the cold water at 353 Kelvin. the specific heat of cold water at 353 Kelvin is in terms of joule per kilogram Kelvin, (4197.4). Next, ngayon, we need to evaluate this using our effectiveness NTU method. So analysis. Sa mga equations natin using the effectiveness NTU method, sa mga nakapresent dyan, saan natin makukuha ang area na tinatanong? That is through the use of the number of transfer units. Kung titingnan nyo sa mga formulas natin, that's NTU equals your overall heat transfer coefficient times your area all over your C minimum. Yan, ito yung ating oops, sorry. Saglit, sorry. Ayan, sorry. Napindot. Kita na ba ulit ang screen ko?
Kita na po.
Yan, so let's continue. Again, ito ang working equation natin kasi ang hinahanap natin is yung area ng surface natin sa hot side. So, nandun, ito yung area. Given tayo ng U. Given tayo ng U ng hot surface which is 100 watts per square meter Kelvin. Ano yung mga wala natin? Wala tayong NTU, wala tayong Cmin. So let's solve for Cmin muna. Paano natin makukuha ang Cmin? We evaluate NCP ng hot fluid at ng cold fluid. Let's start with the cold fluid. Cold fluid na C equals mass ng cold fluid times Cp ng cold fluid. Our M is 1 kilogram per second times our Cp is 4197.4 joule per kilogram Kelvin. So this is just the same. 4197 watts per Kelvin. This is your CC. Ngayon, paano tayo mag-e-evaluate ng CH? CH natin is MCP ng H. Meron ba tayong mass flow rate ng heat ng hot fluid? Hindi binigay, walang binigay. Meron ba tayong CP ng hot fluid? Meron, binigay 1000 joule per kilogram Kelvin. Paano natin masosolve si CH? That is by establishing relationship between saan pwedeng magkameron ng relationship ang ating cold fluid at hot fluid. Saan sila pwedeng magka-relationship? Based sa previous discussions natin, paano natin sila mabibigyan ng relationship between the cold fluid and the hot fluid? They are the same in terms of what? They are the same in terms of heat transfer. Pare, di ba, equal ang heat transfer ng cold fluid at saka ng hot fluid. Equal ang heat transfer nila. Therefore, You establish the heat transfer ng cold fluid. That's your CC, di ba? MCP, CC, equal siya sa CC, times your temperature ng outlet minus inlet. Equal to, ano ang MCP ng hot fluid? That's your CH. CH, THI, minus THO. You substitute, makukuha natin si CH. CC is 4197 watt per Kelvin. TCO is 125 minus 35. Unknown si CH, THI ay equal to 300, 300 minus THO 100. Give me the value of our CH. That is 1888.83. CH is equal to, therefore this one, CH ay equal to 1888.83 watt per Kelvin. Yan. Paano natin makukuha si Cmin? Again, our Cmin is equal to aling value ng hot fluid at cold fluid yung mas mababa. That is our hot fluid. Therefore, Cmin is equal to CH equals 1888.83 watt per Kelvin. So, meron na tayong Cmin. Check na to. Paano tayo ngayon naman mag-obtain? Ang kulang na lang natin is NTU. Paano natin makukuha si NTU? Ano ang formula ni NTU? That is through relationships. Kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong mga relationships dyan, di ba? Meron tayong mga table. We have cross flow, single pass. Table 11.3. We can get the NTU, makukuha natin dyan is effectiveness. Since unknown pa din tayo ng effectiveness, pwedeng ang gamitin natin na NTU relationship is table 11.4. Kasi again, hinahanap natin is NTU sa ating equation. Wala tayo nitong NTU. So, hinahanap natin yan. We can use table 11.4. We can use table 11.4. Ang binigay sa atin ay cross flow fluid na single pass with both fluids unmixed. Hindi nagmi-mix yung dalawang fluids natin. Yan, hindi nagmi-mix. So, table 11.4, pwede natin gamitin yan. Ng cross flow single pass, both fluids unmixed. Pwede natin pwede natin gamitin yung table na yon, yung equation doon, or we can also use figure 11.14. We can also use figure 11.14. Pwedeng yan, maaalin dyan sa dalawa. So let's start with solving for the NTU. Based sa 11.4, sa table 11.4, based sa table 11.4, kung titingnan nyo, ang formula ng NTU, meron tayo kukuhanin na hindi pala natin pwedeng gamitin si table 11.4 kasi wala pala siyang wala siyang parameter for both fluids unmixed. Hindi kasi magmi-mix yung ating fluids dyan kasi fin tube yan. So, hindi unmixed yung fluids natin, wala palang equation sa 11.4. So, we will just use figure 11.14. Kasi again guys, walang parameter na cross flow dyan sa table 11.4, walang sinabi na both fluids unmixed. So we'll just be utilizing figure 11.14. And sa 11.14, kung mapapansin nyo, ano yung mga parameters para makuha si NTU? We do have Cmin over Cmax, wherein your Cmin over Cmax is equal to Cr, yung ratio niyan. And then we also have to get our effectiveness. Yan. So let's have our Cmin over Cmax. Kuhanin natin ang value niyan. Cmin over Cmax equal to, anong Cmin natin? 1888.83 watt per Kelvin over ating maximum is 4197 watt per Kelvin. So, ano ang value ng ating CR? Itong ratio ng minimum at maximum. That is 0.450. Four five zero zero 428 878. So this is our Cmin over Cmax. Yes, yes. Sino yung nag-raise ng hand?
Sir, yung about po sa ano sa CMAX po. So sa CMAX, nung kinalculate po yung yung minultiply po yung mass flow rate po nung cold tsaka po yung CP po ng cold. 1 kilogram per second po times 4,197.4.
Yeah,
Wala po
yeah, sige.
3.4.
I-consider natin yon. Sige, ulitin natin. Balik tayo sa CC. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you po.
Yun, let's recalculate itong CC. Tama, yung CC pala natin is 4197.4. 4197.4 kasi ito yon. So, let's solve resolve natin ang Cmin over Cmax. That is, the value would be 0.45. Next, we solve for our effectiveness. Ano ang formula ng effectiveness natin? That is our heat rate over Qmax. Wherein ang heat transfer natin, again, alam naman natin that we can calculate it, the actual heat transfer using either the hot fluid or the cold fluid. Let's say we evaluate it using the cold fluid. Cold fluid natin. So, let's have CC, capital CC, times your TCO minus TCI. All over, ang formula natin for maximum heat rate, again, kapag maximum heat rate ang tinatanong, ang i-consider natin ay yung ating minimum C, yung C na minimum. Yun yung i-consider natin. So that's C minimum times yung change in temperature ng inlet conditions. Inlet conditions, that's THI minus TCI. So you substitute, your Q is equal to CC natin is 4197.4 watt per Kelvin times TCO is 125 minus 35 over C minimum is 1888 0.83. Then this is 300 minus 35. And our effectiveness is 0.7547 169,811. 169,811. So, yan. Ito yung effectiveness natin. Ngayon, meron na tayong C minimum, C maximum. Ito, we also have our effectiveness. Now, let's look at figure 11.14. At figure 11.14, you check. I-check nyo kung ano ang nagko-correspond sa kanya. That is, kung babasahin niyo yung figure, effectiveness ng single pass cross-flow heat exchanger with both fluids unmixed. Yung Cmin over Cmax natin ay 0.45 and yung given natin dyan ay 0.5 yung pinakamalapit. So you check that 0.5, then you map 0.75. I-check kasi yung effectiveness natin, you map 0.75. This is 0.5. From there, ano ang tatingin yung value ng ating NTU? I-graph ninyo, i-check ninyo. Oops, nawala ulit, sorry. Ano ang value ng ating NTU? Again, meron yung graph ng C minimum over C maximum, 0.5 yung gagamitin natin kasi ang value na nasolve natin is 0.45. Gamitin yung line na yon, 0.5. Then, i-check ninyo ang effectiveness na nasolve natin 0.75. Nasaan siya dyan? Nasaan ang 0.75? Anong value ng effectiveness natin based sa graph? Kung i-graph natin, ang ating NTU. Our NTU is equal to tingnan ang value ng effectiveness. Nasa pagitan siya ng 0.6 at 0.8. So, nasa gitna yung line na yun, 0.7. Gitna ng 0.7 at 0.8, 0.75. I-map nyo sa Cmin over Cmax. That is equal to pwede natin siyang i-assume that your NTU is equal to That is most likely equal to 2.25. 2.25. NTU is almost equal to 2.25. Therefore, we can use 2.25. So, since meron tayong NTU, nakuha natin si NTU. NTU equals U. Hinahanap natin is at on the hot side, binigay yan, overall coefficient ng hot side times area ng hot side all over C minimum. So you substitute NTU is 2.25 equals your UH is 100 watts per square meter Kelvin. Area is unknown. Your C minimum is 1888.83 watt per Kelvin. Give me the value of our area ng hot side surface. That is 42.498. 42.498.675 square meter. So this is your final answer. Ganyan lang kadali. This is your final answer. Guys, you practice looking at the graph. 2.25 yung sagot dyan. So, yan, ganyan ang pag-solve using effectiveness NTU method. You rely solely, you have two things to consider. Yung ating table and yung figure. So, kung sa table kayo magbe-base, mas accurate yon kapag sa table na formula lang ginamit natin. Then, kapag sa figure kayo magbe-base, approximation yan. Yon, so magva-vary yung sagot natin. You just have to remember na dapat kung mag-figure ang gagamitin nyo, yung figure yung gagamitin nyo to solve, dapat most likely magkakameron lang tayo ng discrepancy ng mga 0.1 lang yan or basta para magkasundo tayo kung nasa pagitan sila ng dalawa, well, dapat talaga marunong kayo tumingin na ng table. Alam nyo naman yan kung siya baga ay nasa gitna or gilid-gilid ng konti or sakto sa linya. Alam nyo yan, marunong kayong marunong kayong mag-check ng graph. So, yun lang yung magiging discrepancy natin pag gumamit kayo ng figures. Dapat magkakalapit yung values na gagamitin natin. Pero kapag table yung ginamit natin, yung mga equations na nasa table, mas accurate yon. We can solve or we can have values na hindi tayo nagbe-base ng graph. Again, kaya hindi tayo nag-table 11.4 kasi wala sa table 11.4 ang both fluids unmixed. Kasi paano natin nasabing unmixed siya? Kasi finned tube yan, finned tube. Meron tayong fins na yung ibig sabihin may fins then meron tube. Hindi magmi-mix yung fluids natin sa pagitan ng mga fins kasi nga may fins siya in between them. Then yung mga fluids sa tube hindi magmi-mix kasi magkakaiba ng tube. Kaya siya both fluids unmixed. Yon, sinong may tanong? Sinong may tanong? Bago tayo mag-proceed sa next problem. Walang may tanong. So let's proceed with the last problem. 11.4. Consider the heat exchanger design of problem 3. So still cross-flow heat exchanger pa rin yung gagamitin natin. Ganyan yung diagram natin. That is still, we have the overall heat transfer coefficient ng hot side. Ito yung hot side natin kanina. We have 100 watts per square meter Kelvin. And binigay ang area na 40 square meters. Area is 40 square meters. The water flow rate daw remain at 1 kilogram per second. Inlet, dito, inlet, still 1 kilogram per second. Then, ang temperature ng inlet is 35 degrees Celsius. Then, however, a change in operating conditions for the hot gas generator causes the gas to now enter the heat exchanger. Papasok daw siya, MH, at 1.5 kilogram per second and temperature of 250 degrees Celsius. 250 degrees Celsius. Now, we are asked to find the rate of heat transfer. So, yung Q natin, hinahanap. Ano daw ang Q natin? And ano ang outlet temperatures? Your TCO and THO. Yan. Hindi natin yan alam. Yan yung tinatanong sa atin. So, same tayo ng assumptions kanina sa problem 3. Same assumptions tayo. So, proceed tayo ng calculation nito. Properties natin. Properties natin still same since we assume that this is still the same design from problem number 3, yung kanina natin diniscuss. So, i-assume natin na yung properties natin ay the same with the last problem, which is yung CP natin ng cold is 4197.4 joule per kilogram Kelvin. Then yung ating hot ay, ano yung hot natin dito? 1,000 joule per kilogram Kelvin. So that's 1,000 joule per kilogram Kelvin. So, yan, we can solve now or we can start analyzing this. Since meron tayong given pareho ng M, both the cold and hot fluid, we can solve for capital C, CC at CH. CC is M, C, CPH, CPC, and then MHCPH. Give me the values of both of this. Yung C ng cold at C ng hot. Binigay sa atin lahat ng mass flow rate ng mga yan. So ang CC, still the same, 4197.4 joule per kilogram Kelvin. Then your CH is 1,500 joule per kilogram Kelvin. Sorry, this is not joule per kilogram Kelvin. This is watts per Kelvin nga pala. Watts per Kelvin. Kasi dyan, it's joule per second. Watt per Kelvin. Watt per Kelvin. Yan. Therefore, our C minimum is our hot fluid. Our hot fluid. So, in this case, we solve for the number of transfer units. Number of transfer units. Kasi meron tayong given ng UH, meron tayong given ng area ng hot side, meron tayong C minimum. Let's solve. UH is 100 watts per square meter Kelvin. Area is 40 square meters. All over, your C minimum is 1,500 watt per Kelvin. Cancel, 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 cancel. Titira NTU. Our NTU is equal to 2.6667. Yan. And then, next, ano ang formula ng Q? Ano ang formula ng Q? That is, again, equal to CC TCO minus TCI or CH THI minus THO. Maalin dyan? Kaso, we are not given the outlet temperatures. Di ba wala tayo nito? Wala tayo niyan. Wala tayo nito. So, ano pa ang formula natin for Q? Paano natin siya makukuha? That is through the use of the effectiveness. Effectiveness is equal to your heat transfer rate over Q max. 'Di ba? So, wala tayong effectiveness. Ah, wala tayong effectiveness, wala din tayong Q. Pero makukuha natin si Q max. So, let's solve for Q max. Ang formula ng Q max ay your C minimum times the change in temperatures ng inlet at inlet conditions. Excuse me. So you substitute, your C minimum is 1,500 watt per Kelvin. THI is 250 minus TCI is 35. So our Q max is equal to 322,500 watts. So meron na tayong Q max. Nahanap na natin si Q max. Wala pa tayong Q. Wala rin tayong effectiveness. How can we get effectiveness? We can get effectiveness through the use of figure 11.14 pa din. Kasi again guys, cross-flow pa rin yung ating design, cross-flow heat exchanger, both fluids unmixed. So meron tayong NTU, may given tayong NTU na 2.67, may given tayong Cmin at Cmax. So we get that one, Cmin over Cmax. This is your CR. Cmin is 15 watt per Kelvin over your Cmax is 4197.4. What is our ratio? Ano sagot nito? Zero 0.35736 0.3573640.825. So this is our ratio. So tingnan ulit sa figure 11.14 since meron na tayong NTU na equal to 2.667 kanina. Then meron tayong CR. So looking at 11.14, figure 11.14, kung meron tayong NTU na 2.67 at ang ating ratio is 0.35, since that is the case, 0.35 mas malapit siya saan? Mas malapit siya sa 0.36. We assume that that would be 0.50. We assume that 0.50. Gamitin natin is 0.50. NTU natin is at 0.50. Yung Cmin Cmax natin. So in that case, kung ipa-plot natin using 0.50, our effectiveness is equal to that is most likely equal to 0.8. Yeah, that's most likely equal to 0.8. So therefore, we get now our Q. Makukuha na natin si Q. Q, base dito, is equal to effectiveness times your Q max. Therefore, this is 0.8. Q max is 322.51500. And our actual heat rate is equal to 258,000 watts. So this is your actual heat rate. Now, we are asked to find our temperature at the outlet condition. So that would be just equal to your Q equal to CC TCO minus TCI. So you substitute, your CC is 4197.4 watt per Kelvin. TCO is unknown. TCI is 35. Then your Q is 258,000. So your TCO is equal to, give me the value as well of your THO. So sa THO naman, CH, THI minus THO. Your CH is 15 watt per Kelvin. Your THI is 250. Tama, 250. Then your outlet is unknown. This is 258,000 watts. So our TCO is 96.466. 96.466. 62219 degrees Celsius. And our outlet condition ng hot fluid is equal to 78 degrees Celsius. So, yan. That is how we solve using the effectiveness NTU method. Dito sa problem number 4, sadyang effectiveness NTU method yung gagamitin natin kasi wala tayong outlet conditions. Yun yung hinahanap. So, hindi tayo pwede mag-LMTD dito. Sadyang yun. And yun, ang gawin natin ay sa paggamit ng Cmin over Cmax, yung kanina CR, let's say, nasolve nyo 0.51. So, you still use 0.5. Pero pag yung ganyan, mga 0.35, 0.36, you round up. Gamitin nyo si 0.50. Pero kung siya ay 0.30 lang, 0.30, then, kay 0.25 ka pa rin. Ganon. Pero pag yung mga 0.36, 0.37, 0.4, you round up to 0.50. Yun, para uniform tayo sa pagsosolve. And, yan. And then, ngayon, kung mapapansin nyo, gumamit tayo dito ng figure 11.14. Kasi given tayo ng NTU, na-solve natin yung NTU, may given tayong CR. Ngayon, if you check table 11.3, inahanap natin, 'di ba? Ang hinanap natin is effectiveness. Hinanap natin kanina is effectiveness. Ito, hinanap natin 'to, effectiveness. Therefore, pwede natin gamitin yung table 11.3 kasi effectiveness 'yan, yung hinahanap diyan. And dito, sa cross flow natin, sa cross flow single pass, may sinabi diyang both fluids unmixed. Therefore, we use that formula. We use that formula to get the value of effectiveness. That is equal to 1 minus E. That's your Euler. Euler yan, Euler. Times 1 over CR. NTU 0.22. Then another E raised to negative CR. NTU 0.78 minus 1. Yan, you substitute this. You substitute your value of CR, yung CR natin kanina na 0. Ito ang gagamitin natin, itong buong value nito, 0.35736. Yan yung CR natin. So, sulat natin dito, CR is 0.35 7364 7364 0825. Then your NTU is equal to 2.6666. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yan. You substitute, give me the value of our effectiveness. Give me the value of our effectiveness. So, anong value? Anong value ng E? Anong value ng E? The value of E ng effectiveness natin is equal to 0.844531441 0.844531441 Guys, dapat marunong kayo mag-input niyan. Paano nyo ba i-input yan sa CalQ? Ganito. Isulat natin isa-isa. Kung sa CalQ nyo, ganito. 1 minus E, tas naka-raise 1 over your CR times dito yung NTU. Tapos yung NTU naka-raise sa 0.22. Then, naka-multiply siya sa E. Naka-multiply ulit siya sa E. Tapos, itong E ay nasa exponent niya ulit. Nasa exponent ni E si negative CR. Tapos si NTU na may exponent pa din na 0.78. Iko-close. Minus 1. Close. Ano pang kulang? Isa pa. Yan. 1 minus E yan. Tapos ito, exponent, tapos i-multiply ito, yung E natin, ang exponent is si negative CRNTU 0.78. Tapos yun, yung sagot nun, ima-minus sa 1. Yan. So, you should get this value, 0.844531441 Now, we'll use that to solve our, our our actual hit rate. So, get that value, store natin. Store ko lang siya. So, our Q is equal to effectiveness, Q max. In-store ko to sa akin sa C. So, that will be yung C ko times your Q max na na-solve natin kanina. Q max is equal to 322,500. 322,500 watts. Yan. So, our Q is equal to 272,361.39. Let me double check. Times 322,500. 272,361.39 watts. So this is our Q. Now we solve again for our temperatures. So that's your Q. Let's say this is stored in D. Stored D equals CH, THI minus THO. So this is your D, 15. THI is 250 minus THO. Then we'll be able to get THO. Then for TCO, still the same Q equals CC, TCO minus TCI. This is stored in D. CC is 4197.4. TCO is unknown. Ang inlet natin is 35. Tama ba? Yeah, 35. Yan. So give me the value of our THO and TCO. Our THO is 68.42574. 42574 degrees Celsius. And our TCO is equal to 99. .888 888.11.883 degree Celsius. So this is our outlet conditions. Yan. This is a more accurate solution. Kasi gumamit tayo ng equations, hindi tayo nag-base ng graphs. That is the good part ng equations kasi mas accurate yung ating solution. So sa exam ay equations ang gagamitin. So ibig sabihin you have to include that, you have to include the equations sa inyong formula notes. You include that. Kindly update your formula notes kasi hanggang dito or kasama ito sa exam natin. As well as, paki-include na rin, since magfe-face to face tayo, paki-include na rin nung view factors na table. Yung view factors na table, nasa radiation yon, chapter 10. Yon. Dapat, again guys, dapat marunong kayo mag-input sa calcu ng mga equations na yan. Kasi kung mapapansin nyo, yung table 11.3, and well, kahit table 11.4 ay mahaba yung mga equations. So dapat tama yung pag-i-input nyo kasi once magkamali kayo ng input, magmamali kayo ng sagot. Sayang naman ang pinaghirapan ninyo. Yon. Yun lang naman. Do you have any questions, concerns, clarifications? Questions, concerns, clarifications? Wala? Walang may concern? Walang may tanong? Sige, I'll be updating you. I'll be updating you at the end of the day. At the end of the day, kung sino yung 5 exempted. Kung sino yung 5 exempted sa problem set. I'll be updating you at the end of the day. I-check ko lang siya. I-check ko. And yun, kung wala nang tanong, I think this is the last online class natin. Hopefully, last na to. Pa-screenshot class rep. Parehong class rep na nandito. Pa-screenshot. Then, yun, pasend sa akin. Let me know if okay na.
Okay na po sa akin, sir.
Okay na din po.
Ayun, sige. I think that's it for today. Kung wala nang tanong, thank you for attending the class. See you tomorrow. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.